Okay, got a lot of stuff to read. His research linguistic ability. Researchers were sent to transcribe the recursive chant repeated by the Hiss entities. In the interest of safety, this was done with the non-aggressive floating Hiss entities. However, no distinction between this repeating phrase and the one repeated by the more violent Hiss entities has been observed. What is the purpose of this repeating string of words? Is this how the Hiss corrupts individuals? Does the chant produce a physical effect? Is it a message? An incantation? We are able to record a first-hand recitation of the chanting. See the corresponding audio record. Refer to file redacted for full report. And I guess that will be in the multimedia. America Overnight Results. Filed by Remy Dennis, Chief Investigator by order of Director Trench. This is that radio show they had set up. The America Overnight program has operated successfully for over redacted years. Originally designed to assist in providing disinformation to the naturally skeptical population of America, it has additionally led to the discovery of numerous AWEs and altered materials by allowing civilians to call in and report their experiences with the paranatural. In fact, America Overnight alerted the Bureau of Redacted and Redacted in its first year of operation alone. In this report, the investigation sector have cataloged and categorized each episode of America Overnight that has resulted in a successful Bureau investigation in order to help AWE occurrence analysis. The more redacted results of Night Springs have also been cataloged as in a separate report. Refer to file redacted for full report. Night Springs. Night Springs is a TV show. I think it's kind of like Twin Peaks, maybe. It's like an anthology of different kind of supernatural stories. I don't remember if it has an actual connection to the Bureau, but it sounds like it might, because they have been monitoring it. I do remember that Alan Wake wrote one or at least one episode for Night Springs. He might have written a couple. And then I think Door has something to do with it in Alan Wake 2, but that might have just been a product of Alan's writing and not like Door actually is a part of the Night Springs stuff himself. But I mean, basically they're using media to track legitimate supernatural occurrences. Parautility, filed by Emily Pope by order of Darling. Objects of power and their parautility. Objects of power are unique in their capacity to grant certain individuals paranatural abilities. We call these individuals parautilitarians. The potency of these abilities depends on the parautilitarian. Using the redacted object of power as an example, some parautilitarians can achieve a throw distance of redacted, while others are only capable of as little as redacted. See Dr. Darling presentation 11.15 for more information. What exactly determines an individual's paranatural competence is unknown, but it is largely believed that some redacted exist within the body and that, like all muscles, it can be exercised. To continue my analysis, I have officially requested access to the Northmore records. Considering he is one of the most accomplished parautilitarians the Bureau has ever seen, Dr. Darling is still considering this request. Refer to file 854-1982 for full report. So Jessie is considered a parautilitarian, but she's a little different because she has Polaris, like, helping her. And I don't know if it's ever discussed whether, like, if she didn't have Polaris, would she still be as strong as she is, or would she still have some paranatural ability? Dylan is there. Does he have, like, does Polaris help him as well, and that's why he's so powerful? And I do remember that in Alan Wake 2, they were saying that he was probably a para-utilitarian because of the lamp that he had. I forget exactly what it is, but it's like it's like the stand of a lamp and a light bulb. And that is probably an object of power because it is able to change reality. So they were thinking that he was a para-utilitarian also because he had that connection to Cauldron Lake, which is like a threshold, and of course because of his writing, being able to like affect reality.
This is Lynn Salvador, head of Bureau Security. I'm making a formal security order due to the incident in April. Case number...
Oh, we heard that already. What about the hiss, like, incantation? Hang on, I want to see if it was like in the boardroom and I missed it.
What can I help with?
Do you have a recording for me anywhere? Huh? Maybe not. Okay. I feel like it's a little late to be telling me this. I don't think I can get there in time, so who cares? His rangers, his guards. What is the other one? I could do that and then go to Old Growth.
Bye for now.
Every time I think it makes sense, the pattern shifts.
Oh my goodness. Stop fighting me. I wonder if I should accept these and then abandon them so I can hopefully get something for the forms that I actually have. Because I don't know when I'm going to get Charge or Surge. These are so easy. It's okay. So where am I going for the clog? Oh. Go this way. Is there gonna be a fight again? Yep. Get over here. Stop running. Oh, let's go up.
Hello again, Mr. Clog. You've really let yourself go.
Oh, it's underneath me? Ew. Water cooler procedures. Simulacrum AI 53-KE. Acquisition date September 3rd, 2001. Containment location Panopticon, Floor 5, Unit 11. No unique procedures required. If the item's form is different than any previously reported, then make a note describing the new form. The object's true shape and appearance are unknown. It has been known to take the form of the following objects: ring of keys, lunchbox, wrench, microscope, stapler, glasses, milk tube, spoon. The item is able to adopt the physical form of items in its immediate vicinity. The item is capable of limited physical movement, repositioning itself whenever it changes form. This only occurs when it is unobserved, physically and digitally. Because of this, the transition between shapes has never been observed. Reciting formula I.14 or I.32 causes the item to reveal itself by shuddering. The item was initially discovered within the Bureau itself. Whether an agent brought it inside, intentionally or otherwise, or it resided here prior to the Bureau's arrival to the oldest house is unknown. It seems to turn into stuff that is generally useful, like tools or like something that people would actively be using during their daily life or during the workday. And then the water cooler is kind of like, you go to get water during your workday, and then you also might like hang around with your coworkers and talk a little bit.
We should go down there to clear out the rest of it.
Do I not shoot these things? Gross.
Goodbye, Mr. Clog. I sincerely hope we never meet again.
Oh, we might. Ritual impulse. And then now go to Old Growth. Central Research. Okay. wonder if restarting the game would do anything, because I had my PS5 on on sleep mode for a bit. And then immediately when I started the game up again, the joystick was wigging out, so maybe if I totally shut the game down and then reopen it, it'll fix itself a little bit. Let's just go this way. Good thing I got this earlier so we could just teleport straight here. I have some abilities to upgrade. I think we're like halfway through the game, so I'm not going to be able to fill out everything. So I am probably going to focus on launch, energy, and health. And then I think she's supposed to get a levitation ability at some point too. Maybe that's what this is. Depending on how good it is, I will think about going down this route as well. I don't use C's really. I don't really use shield either. So stuff over here is more helpful to me. One more. I'll save it. It's fine. No. Okay. To locate her specific lab, there were at least 2 around here. Oh yeah, and then number 6, which I couldn't get into. And then whatever's down there. But I think I need to wait for levitation before I go down there. Oh, this is... wait. Wasn't Lab 6 also that way? Oh. I guess this is the right way if enemies have spawned here. Alright, Lab 6. Or maybe not. Lab 4, maybe? Because it's not giving me a location. Where was Lab 4? What? They respawn so fast. I wouldn't be surprised if it is down there. In which case, I will have to wait to come back later. And there wasn't a lab up there either, right? Lab 8. Oh my god. Wait, 6 and 8. Ah, I was wondering if they were hiding a path. That doesn't seem to be the case. This isn't it either. And then the path up here wasn't a lab, right? Yeah, I think it's either lab 6 or the one with like the elevator shaft that I can't really get down, I think. Oh my goodness. Oh, I mean, I'm dead, so. Oh well, I don't know where she is. We will have to come back some other time. Jewel Division, Parapsychology. I don't want to go to Central. Well, maybe Central's fine. If I go through Parapsychology and not like activate all the floors at once. Damn. Is that a sniper? Look, my health is much lower than it should be. That didn't count? Oh, his rangers. What do those ones look like? Did I miss one below me? Oh. Oh, his guards. Damn, I totally missed. And then presumably, if I go up a floor, they'll spawn up there. Like, halfway done? Yeah. Oh, you guys don't want to spawn now? Where's the central research control point? Guess I could go through parapsychology for a bit. Or not. Can y'all spawn? So I can get this over with. There we go. Now I'll just take the elevator back to executive. Because I remember there are some doors by the director's office that needed some, what's it called? Clearance level. That I should have now. Thank you.
Every time I think it makes sense, the pattern shifts.
His rangers. His troopers. Okay. And then which way to...
What's your read on all this?
It's bad, but we can handle it. Just like we handle that altered item making its way down
Yeah, I saw this when I was looking back in the editing, and I realized that like this room was all red before. I didn't really look at it too closely, but you can see now that it's covered in sticky notes. Well, what do I get for these things? Wait, where is that room at? Ah, right here. Jesus. Sticky note complaint. To whom it may concern, in case you are not aware, something caused a sticky note in my office to duplicate. My office is unusable now. I'll be working from home until this is resolved. Dude, I'm not even... My hand is off of the controller and it's doing this. Oh my god. I will be working from home until this is resolved. You can reach me on my cell or home phone. Sincerely, Jay Bowser, Vice Chief of Staff. It pisses me off so much because the Ultimate Edition has been out for a while, I think, and people have been complaining about it, and they just never, put a patch out to fix it, which I don't understand why they wouldn't. Makes me feel like I should have seen about getting maybe the PS4 version if that was the standalone without DLCs and stuff. Maybe that would have worked better. But I'm gonna restart the game, see if that does anything. Alright, we're back now.
References to... Welcome back. There's something we're missing.
Let's go to the... Nope, it didn't do anything. Ugh, that is so frustrating. Just says go to the power plant, but it doesn't say... Maybe I needed to go up top. Because nothing is spawning. Oh, shit! I don't see how I lit this. This guy comes a little bit closer. Like, a little bit closer. Like, just a little bit. Damn it, he healed. Those stupid explosives. Alright, let's just continue on with my story because I'm getting pissed off between that and the joystick issues. Where's the elevator at?
The new director got the HR leadership.
Sorry.
Containment sector. Panopticon. Altered items. Maximum security prison. Dangerous.
The containment sector, the Panopticon, is home to the altered items we find and contain. It is a maximum security prison. It's a vault for the most valuable treasures on Earth. It's a powder keg big enough to blow this world to dust. A temple, a place of worship filled with idols of angry gods. It's all of these, and none of them. It's something more profound, unbelievable, unknowable, something worse. Altered items. We've found many. They appear mundane, but nothing could be further from the truth. They are all powerful, dangerous. They press heavy on our minds because that's their nature. They've been altered because we can't stop thinking about them. We put them on altars because they're used to being worshipped. This keeps them calm. We contain them, but they don't want to be controlled. We study them to discover what makes them tick. If this place were ever reached, it would be chaos of biblical proportions.
That is making me wonder about Resonant now. And will we see, like, we don't know the nature of how the oldest house was breached, but maybe some altered items will have escaped in the attack, which would be interesting just to, like, see them running rampant in Manhattan. Panopticon, I believe, it's a type of prison where the, like, guard tower is in the center, like a pillar in the center, and then all the cells are in a circle around it, so that way you're able to see everybody all at once. Just like constant, it's about constant surveillance. Annual review of containment procedures and processes. Well, let's get to playing. Damn. Twitched just a little too much. Weapon mod's full. That's fine for now. Object and item distinctions, compiled by Emily Pope by order of Casper Darling. Object of power and altered item distinctions. While altered items and objects of power may seem similar at first, it's important to note some very key distinctions. Firstly, objects of power grant peri-utilitarian abilities. See file PUT-812 for an introduction to the subject. Secondly, objects of power translocate anyone who makes physical contact to the astral plane. This is widely believed to be due to the Redacted's affiliation with objects of power, probably the board. Not every individual is allowed in the astral plane, which indicates the board evaluates who can or cannot enter. Thirdly, and this is not always the case, objects of power are much more preternaturally redacted than altered items. Looking at the specific criteria that defines an object of power, it is no wonder that they are notably rarer than altered items. In fact, we have redacted altered items for every object of power contained within the Bureau. Refer to file 529-9485 for full report. Certificate of Achievement for years of service to the Bureau.
Reminder, this week, any documents that suddenly appear pink, light red, or any shade in between must be incinerated immediately. Failure to do so will result in termination and possible bodily harm. Thank you for your attention.
Did we hear something about pink or red documents before? Sector elevator. Could go that way. We'll open up the shelter first. Logistics and security. Did you get over here?